Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about how Furia utilized A-site apps aggression on Inferno versus VirtusPro. So let's get started. After winning the first round, Furia opted to immediately attack second mid utilizing a flashbang over apps. This flashbang is usually used when attacking second mid, especially when peeking with an AWP, and doing so in the early game can show opponents that if they see this flash in future rounds, it could obviously mean that they're using it for this purpose again. This establishes that even against pistols, Furia can play aggressive and works towards conditioning the opponents to be ready for this in the future. As A and Yuri fight in apps, Quesareto makes sure that nobody is pushing behind. In this next round, Quesareto utilizes a molotov towards lower mid. This molotov is usually used by pro teams when playing 2 towards the A site, as it slows down any potential push up mid unless the opponents decide to run through it or extinguish it. As you can see here, VirtusPro opt to gathering up towards the T stairs, opening up an opportunity here for the Furia side to nade into this position and get free damage onto the opponents, this further making them aware of potential utility conditioning in the future. At the beginning of the round, Yuri utilizes another deep mid molotov, pushing back the T players into ramp. However, this time Jane plays further back so not to get hit by the CT nades coming from Banana. He also throws a second mid flash to give VP the impression that they can be peeked from apps, as well as nading connector to cause any damage to players who push quick. In the meantime, Quesareto throws this balcony molotov, which increases the time needed to establish an apps take from balcony. As VP now have to be aware that there could be Furia players inside of the apps, they need to utilize this pop flash boiler to take control, making noise to tell Furia VP are looking towards apps control for this round. This allows the Furia team to stack all their players towards mid ready for a potential mid take, and taking all of their attention away from the A-side balcony push. In this round, Furia are again going to focus their aggression towards the apps. While Yuri uses the same molotov towards balcony as last round, Quesareto covers his mid aggression with a molotov, allowing his teammates in apps time to focus on aggressing second mid. After Yuri throws the molotov balcony to slow down players, he utilizes a nade into T-boiler to damage any enemies looking to go into the apps entrance instead of balcony. As Yuri finds nothing second mid, this provides his team with valuable information to stay 3 towards the banana, this type of information they otherwise wouldn't have had playing passive. Now that second mid is clear, he can focus his full attention on any potential apps lurk. Knowing that the lurk player has now been dealt with, Yuri knows that he can likely push apps without another player interfering. Furia continue with the apps conditioning in this round, using the same molotov balcony to slow down players there, while also adding a T-boiler molotov to hold any players looking to lurk into apps. With this in mind, Furia then double nade T-boiler knowing enemies could be waiting behind the molotov, further showing to the VP side that they have to respect the utility being used by Furia in the apps, and more adding into the conditioning aspect of play. Afterwards, they opt to simply play double pit while they await their rotation, knowing previous rounds of aggression should slow down the VP side towards middle. Skipping ahead to round 11, Furia have been countered the past few rounds in boiler by VP nading and mollying inside of it. With this information, Yuri knows that the VP players will likely use their utility and simply push into the balcony. Using this smoke to extinguish any molotov towards the balcony entrance, he pushes his way into balcony to catch off any players jumping up. After trading 1 for 1 in apps, Quesareto pushes apps with the information that the other second mid player is probably focused towards the balcony, or holding further back, allowing him to capitalize on a kill and fall back quickly to safety. This round, Yuri chooses to take a more aggressive peek towards a T-boiler, utilizing a pop flash from his teammate. He drops this molotov in apps to make any Ts thinking they're safer towards the T-boiler area, and when Yuri is ready, he calls a pop flash from his teammate, allowing him to peek any opponents sat waiting. Bearing everything in mind with how Furia have been using conditioning towards the opponent's second mid and apps, they opt to go for a more aggressive approach towards mid this round, utilizing this mid smoke and this second mid flash. The intention with this combo is to have any second mid players be aware of a potential apps push, as well as causing VP players bottom mid to call to their teammates they're at risk from CT aggression. Meanwhile, Furia actually used this aggressive utility to throw a double nade to unsuspecting players bottom banana. Unfortunately for Yuri, Sanji pushes into boiler quickly undisturbed by any aggressive utility and catches him off guard.